Hi everyone. So I'm going to show you today how I want you guys to use the foam roller and the lacrosse ball before our sessions to sort of get into those tighter areas before we do mobility work and all the other things that we do in our sessions. So the way we're going to use it is the foam roller is going to be a kind of general soft tissue massage. We're going to roll the back and then stretch the front. The back tends to get locked long, which just means that they get sort of in a extended loose position based on the way that we sit and the way we hold our body throughout the day. So we're gonna roll our back, and I'm gonna show you the different parts you wanna roll. There's a really great sort of general rolling video that's on the site, probably right next to the one you found this at. And we're gonna hit the big spots, and while we're rolling, we're gonna kind of think about what are the areas that I am rolling that feel extra sensitive and need extra attention using the lacrosse ball, okay? So the big areas we're gonna hit are upper back, maybe lower back. I'll show you how to do it properly. We're gonna hit our outer upper thighs, our abductors, okay? We're gonna hit our hamstrings. We're gonna hit our glutes, maybe your calves if they're feeling extra tight. So what we're aiming for, so here's our upper back, okay? And again, we're sort of feeling for what's extra sensitive, okay? So for example, right now I can really feel that my lat, my right lat, needs a little extra tension with the lacrosse ball. There's something sensitive in there, okay? We're gonna go to our lower back now. Now, you can only do your lower back if you make sure that you keep this neutral spine position as you're rolling. If you find that you are arching your back like this to get into it, that's compromising your lumbar spine, okay? That's no good. So you wanna make sure that as long as you can stay up, keep that neutral spine as you're rolling, it's totally fine. There's a lot of places usually on the lower spine, the lumbar spine, that need extra attention. So if you can do this safely, you can go ahead and try that, okay? Moving on, we'll go to our glutes. All right, now I'm not gonna hit everything really quick. I'm just gonna show you the basic areas. Okay, abductor. You're gonna turn around, do the other abductor. Get your hamstrings real quick. And what we're aiming for is about 15 to 20 rolls per body part, okay? You can hit your calves if you need to. So while you're doing your 15 to 20 rolls, you feel what need extra attention, okay? So I was telling you about that right lat that was bothering me. Now to hit the lat with the lacrosse ball, or really to hit any area, there's two different ways you can do it, okay? So let's say I wanna hit my lat. Now it's kinda hard to, usually the first way you do it is you hold this in position and then come back and roll into that. So that's kinda hard to hit with your lat. So what I would do is put the lacrosse ball on the ground and just kind of get into that area and feel where it's the most sensitive, and take about 15, 20 seconds, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just roll into that area and try to loosen it up a little bit, okay? You can try turning your body, getting any which way you need to get into that spot. So that's one way, have the lacrosse ball on the ground and use your body as leverage. The second way is, for example, when we do some shoulder mobility work, okay? So areas that need shoulder mobility, like the low bar squat, any kind of overhead press, any kind of horizontal press like the bench press, those usually deal with very tight, most people have very tight shoulder joints. And so what you really want to do is get into that area. So where the chest muscle comes into the shoulder, okay? Also on the back, right here under your posterior delt, is another great place to go and feel for that sensitivity. So this, you would use your second method, which is actually putting the ball on that area first and then rolling down onto that ball. And then you can really get in there and feel where it's the most sensitive, okay? So again, just to recap, big foam roller to feel out where you need to use the smaller lacrosse ball to get into those areas, okay? And again, be careful. You don't want it, it's not gonna be comfortable, but you don't want it to be painful.